Cans of Darkstar Cola. Don't worry, there's no sugar. We are so confident in our product that we got one of our dedicated listeners of his own free will to describe the amazing taste of Darkstar Cola. And this is what he said of his own free will.
Darkstar Cola is the greatest. I listen to it every night. I mean, drink it. I'm doing this of my own free will. Wait, no I'm not.
Read what it says and your family will be fine.
I would buy this product for a relative or family member. Buy it today.
Buy a can today and open the fun.
This product may contain alcohol and is unfit for children, animals and radio listeners. This product has proved successful as a pool cleaner, paint stripper and in pest control experiments.
Darkstar Cola. Open the fun.
New Ninja Jitsu, the car you can't find because it's hiding in a tree. Test drive yours today at Darkstar Motors. Welcome back, guys. Okay, next up in my list of unusual, bizarre and wacky cults is the Solar Temple. The cult that killed a baby because it was the Antichrist. The Order of the Solar Temple was a secret society based on the New Age myth of the continuing existence of the Knights Templar. According to historians, the OTS was started by Joseph de Mandro and Luc Giraud in 1984 in Geneva. Get this, the two convinced their followers they were members of the 14th century Christian order of the Knights Templar during a previous life.
Oh, no.
And that de Mambro's daughter, Emmanuel, was the cosmic child, and that she was a result of a virgin birth with his wife. They would lead them to their death after a planet which was said to orbit around the star Sirius. But in order to do so, they would have to die in a fire that was prophesied as the end of the world. In October 1994, an infant aged 3 months was killed at one of the group's centres in Moran Heights, Quebec. The baby had been stabbed repeatedly with a wooden stake. It is believed that de Mambro had ordered the murder because he identified the baby as the Antichrist described in the Bible. He believed that the Antichrist was born into the cult in order to prevent de Mambro from succeeding at his spiritual aim. A few days later, de Mambro and 12 followers performed a ritual Last Supper. A few days after that, apparent mass suicides and murders were conducted in 2 villages in Switzerland in Moran Heights. Monty.
I think someone's been reading the Bible on acid again.
Or backwards, from the look of it.
No, that's the Antichrist. Like, I'm Herod, right? And that's, I'm going to kill all the baby.
15 Inner Circle members committed suicide with poison. 30 were killed by bullets.
Swallow this bullet, you won't survive.
Someone had to do the shooting. Or the others all died from smothering, and 8 others were killed by other causes. Many of the bodies were found to have been drugged, possibly to prevent them from objecting. Shannon.
What was this cult called again?
The Order of the Solar Temple. They believe the Knights Templar are still
do they walk
operating
around wearing solar-powered bikinis?
Very good.
I
good.
just love to see them when they get through to the other side of, if they go back to consciousness. And then the first thing is, I'm sorry, what? Really? Oh, bugger.
Okay. Look, for those who don't know, speaking of strange cults and everything, our intrepid on-the-ground field reporter, Lyndon, is once again out on the ground field reporting. This time, he's deep underground into a bizarre cult. He's going to check them out and test them. Now, I can't say who they are, but I'll give you a clue. Their leader has a fuzzy-wuzzy hairstyle. You know who I'm talking about. And speaking of you know who I'm talking about, it is time to go to the darker dimensions of the human soul, the place where we all really, truly live with the mysterious Peter X.
Extreme!
Yes, it is Extreme, and welcome back to the diabolical dimensions of taboos. But first of all, as always, letters.
Hey, letters.
Okay.
We'll take the letter J.
Lettuce sandwiches.
Okay, Matt from Sydney said, A bit unrelated, but my girlfriend farted while we were kissing. Should I dump her?
Yes.
How hot is
definitely.
Because like hot chicks can fart really hotly.
I don't know.
If you're in love,
Get
you
rid of it.
share everything.
What's his name? Matt. Yeah, let it go, Matt. You don't need that
send
in
it
your
down
life.
here and we'll show her what for.
Well, then Josh from Texas follows with, how can I test if my son is gay?
I'm not answering that question.
There are ways.
But,
go
but
on.
another listener did Josh, had said, Mel from Unknown said, I caught my son having sex with a guy. I think he might be gay. Is there a definite way I can tell?
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Could be the
Is
erect
this real?
penis
Is
in
this
Yes,
for real?
yeah.
Oh, dear.
How
They want to know from us.
is there a definite way I can tell? Are you serious? He's bending over. Do you want
He's
more?
going hammer and tong with another dude. He's like, are you gay? Mum, get out.
Oh, dear.
As long as he's in love, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this week's taboo is judgment. Judgment courses through the veins of humanity from its primordial beginning and all the way to now. It has been used to trust someone or expel people based on your judgment of them. The question is, how is judgment a taboo? Well, listener, people who judge are told not to. Most expect us to go through life without judging of others in a perfect state of mind. Well, here's the problem with that. Judging is a collective of things that we have learned through our life, compacted into symbols which cause us to react to different things. For example, if you like cats and you've had good experiences with cats your whole life and a cat comes up to you, it's friendly and happy, then you're going to react in a pretty positive way towards the cat, and that cat symbolises your love for all cats, and you're likely to give it a pat or give it some food or whatever, or show affection towards it. Judgment allows us as a survival tool to avoid experimenting or experiencing problems that we previously have before, and to avoid dangerous situations. So as a survival mechanism, it prevents us from death or pain. This works mostly at a subconscious level. Judgment is a natural event, and to claim that you have no judgment or to claim that judgment is bad means that you're denying that any part of you or even any quality you have is not animal, and that's just wrong. Being flexible about changing your judgment accordingly is the key to controlling your destiny and your judgment in particular. The question is, what judgment do you have that hinders you from reaching your full powerful potential? Being able to control your judgment instead of it controlling you is as easy as controlling your emotional states as much as possible, and that allows you to have the flexibility to adapt, which is true power or true maturity. Judgment allows you to find flaws in your own actions and in others. But this is the problem. When you're focusing on other people, you're not judging yourself, which means if you do judge yourself, you're going to create more productive ways to do things, and it will make you, in turn, a better person if you do it properly. Instead of judging others and allowing your own destiny to grow in the wrong direction, how about we grow and transcend into the person we were meant to be? So join me, won't you?
Very good. You're listening. Sorry, Monty, go.
I always have an opinion. Don't you know that?
Yes, I do.
So, like,
I'm learning.
Yeah.
I just drifted off there for a while, so I'll just come back. So you're saying judgment is basically good, but it helps to have an open mind, so you can change that judgment.
Or adjust the judgment based on the situation or the person.
It depends on the paradigm, but having an open mind.
Because people get confused with Charles Darwin. They reckon that he said, what was it? I can't even remember the old...
Survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest. He didn't actually say that. He said survival of the most adaptable.
Most adaptable.
And most people don't understand. They go, oh, you're so immature. Maturity actually means your ability to adapt.
Yeah.
So when you have the ability to adapt, i.e. change your judgment based on the situation you're on to be more productive, you are the highest quality of survival that exists.
Shannon.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Well, I've been basically doing the same thing for 20 years, and people go, when are you going to grow up?
We're
Like,
constantly...
when are you going to grow up?
We're constantly shifting through life making value judgments.
And most people think that they're not.
Yeah, exactly. You're listening to the Darkstar Effect. We'll be back so that you can judge us even more in just a moment.
Give us a 7. I want a 7. Give me a 7.